That's my president you're messing with, all right? I'll come out there and nothing will happen. Now, we'll get a beer. No, during his, no, this is true. This is true. During his recent interview on Meet the Press, I don't know if you saw this, but President Bush said, this is a quote, "I don't think America can stand by and hope for the best from a madman." That's what he said. Yeah. The weird thing is, he was talking about Don Cherry. Anyway, that sound you hear right now is no one in the United States getting that. Right now, everywhere. TV's turning. Yes, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, as I said earlier, it's great to be here in Toronto, which, by the way, I mentioned this, has become one of the most popular spots in the world for gay men to get married. Congratulations. Yeah. No, it's true. It's legal now. It's legal. It's legal. It's legal. We're all very happy. No, it's legal here. Yeah, which makes sense because your city's most famous symbol is an 1,800-foot penis right here. Check it out. Look at that thing. Now, you know, the last thing I want to do while I'm in Toronto, the very last thing I want to do is spend a whole week rehashing tired old Canadian stereotypes. I don't want to do that. You don't want it. I don't want to do it. So I think the best thing to do is get all the stereotypes out of the way in one thrilling moment. Please welcome the embodiment of every Canadian stereotype. Yes! The hockey-playing Mountie with a back-bacon hockey stick who lives in a beer can igloo and loves Rush.
Monday warrior, mean strike. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride.
This actually can be used for shelter, so we're not going to waste that. All right, there are many amazing sights here in the city of Toronto, just amazing ones. This morning I wanted to take a walk around, so I took a walk and I walked past Sky Dome. I did, home of the Toronto Blue Jays. And yeah, Sky Dome, of course, is famous for its retractable roof. Yeah, it's an amazing feat of engineering. In fact, our announcer, Joel Goddard, there he is. Hello, Joel. Give it up for Joel right there. Our announcer Joel was so impressed with Sky Dome that he had an operation yesterday to install his own retractable sky head. Isn't that right, Joel?
Check it out. Hey, boy.
Nice job. Very nice. Well, man, as evidenced by this crowd, you can tell at home Canadians are a fiery, passionate people. They are. And nothing gets their Latino blood boiling. I'm just throwing stuff out there. Nothing makes that blood boil more than hockey. Well, unfortunately, I'm a bit of a stranger to this exotic game. So I thought I should pay a visit to the local team, the great Toronto Maple Leafs, and see what I could learn. And ladies and gentlemen, I learned a lot. Take a look. It was finally here. The day I had waited for, prepared for. The day I would train with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Today, I would skate alongside defender Ken Klee, right wing Tom Fitzgerald, goalie Trevor Kidd, and Ty Domi, one of the most intimidating brawlers in the history of the NHL. I wanted everything. Let me talk to you a little bit about hockey. Hockey was never my sport, I'll be honest. I like Nerf sports, mostly. Things that you can do in an office space, sitting. Never really got into hockey, but I think I can learn it pretty quickly. I'm pretty sure that within the hour I'll be the best hockey player here. Come here for a second. Let's talk about fighting, all right? Let's just say you have a problem with me, I got a problem with you. How would you come at me? Just show me what you'd do. No. Big mistake! Big mistake!
Oh, this is the best one. This is the best one.
Okay, show me in slow motion what you do.
When you have the jersey.
Slow motion now.
Okay.
Yeah, right. You got the jersey, yeah.
Keep the arm here.
Keep the arm there, right.
This hand here.
Right,
I don't even have to look. I can just
right, and you just, right like that, and then bring it right across.
Right.
My style is more of a slapping thing. I slap and I keep my elbows in and I slap. You've made a big mistake, and I do this. Does anybody do this anymore? Well, I just want to show you some of the equipment I've brought. I'm not an expert skater, so I had this made. I want you guys to tell me what you think. It's a special skate that I use exclusively for balance. I use this, and then to stop, I have a rock tied to a rope. So I just throw that behind me, and it slows me down. I'm just curious what you guys think of this. Would this go over well? I've got to protect the head. I'm a thinking man, a cerebral man. You see those skates and this helmet coming at you. Tell me, this is a good nightmare for you, isn't it? Coming right at you.
I'd be laughing my ass off, that's for sure.
Yeah, you'd be laughing, and that would distract you, and I'd whip that puck in. Probably 11 miles an hour, but I'd still get it in because you'd be busy laughing.
I got my mojo walking by the dials won't walk on you. I got my mojo walking by the dials won't walk on you. You know I want you so badly, I just don't know what to do.
Where'd it go? I didn't even see it. That went through my stick.
Got the puck here, right in the middle, right between your feet.
Right.
Bring your stick back about here for a slapper.
It's right about here.
Yep, look where you're gonna shoot.
Keep it up. And
Yep. There you go. You got it. Almost.
my trick is to not actually shoot at goal because he's expecting that. I shoot away from the goal where he's not defending.
Hope to hit someone else.
Pretty smart. Right? Where'd that go? Oh. That was like a magic trick. You're gonna take it out from behind your ear.
I got my mojo walking. I got my mojo walking. I got my mojo walking. Mojo walking. Mojo walking.
You guys gotta think. If you're not thinking, you're nowhere. Guys, as we all know, scoring is difficult. This is the approved NHL 4x6 hockey net. I give you the Conan net right here. It will revolutionize the game. Bigger scores, more attendance. In this version of the game, the goalie on odd-numbered nights would be allowed to have a piece of furniture with him to help. Ottoman, recliner, a small sectional, not a large sectional. It's not a circus. That was way too much turning. You'll never use that in a game. That's the problem with hockey. Too much turning, fans lose interest. No. Get in here.
There you go, Coach.
All right, guys. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. You're dogging it. What's the problem? You don't seem to care. You've lost interest in the game. You're tired? Tired's for babies. Babies take naps. What are you doing? You call that a slap shot? My grandmother throws harder. She's been dead for 20 years. And you, what's your story?
I'm just following you, Eric.
What's your story? Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on, little baby! Stop it!
I had learned all I could from these brave Maple Leafs. I've won their respect and mastered their game. I guess sometimes when a man takes on his heroes, he becomes the greatest hero of all.
show down. All right, first of all, my thanks. My profound thanks to the guys on the Maple Leafs. They were terrific. It was very nice of them to help us out. We'll take a break when we come back. Mike Myers is here. Stick around.
Why use peroxide strips, paints, or complicated bleaching kits? When Arm & Hammer Extra Whitening Toothpaste saves you trouble and cost. Now 3 shades whiter with just 1 tube. Prove it with our whitening guide. Get extra whitening. 3 shades whiter, 1 tube, guaranteed.
How do you protect your car from damaging UV rays? Try Armor. Armor All Protectant. It does more than clean and shine. It protects. Now more than ever with our best UV formula.
Nowhere near as dull as they look. Simple Pleasures cookies.
We will be together, in this world or the next. I won't let you start a war for her.
The wind is bringing them closer.
We're sending the largest fleet that ever sailed.
We need the greatest warrior.
They're waiting for me.
Immortality! Take it! It's yours!
Troy, a Wolfgang Peterson film.
Starts Friday, May 14th.
Friday, he dreamt of playing professional football, but wound up with the Calgary Stampeders.
I had to settle for Canadian football contracting. It was the absolute worst.
So he decided to go into the family business.
I always thought, man, somewhere down the line, I'd like to throw my hat in the ring.
When he came on, it was hysteria. It was mayhem.
And ended up on the silver screen. Can you smell the horseshoes up this guy's ass? Woo! The Rock, a 1-hour special, Friday on Star.
Thank you very much. What an amazing crowd we have here. A terrific crowd. The Canadian Parliament is with us right now. I want to thank them for being up in the box there. Now, you know, during this show, I always like to take just a moment for a quick chat with our band leader, Max Weinberg. And since we're here in Canada, I thought, what better way to do it than with an official Canadian small talk moment.
Canadian small talk moment!
Hey, Conan, how about that new mayor of Toronto?
Oh, yeah. Miller's okay. I like his citizen sessions and the way he stood up to those airport contractors. I'd like to take him over to the Alliance Party any day of the week, but I think Mel Lastman deserved another chance.
Lastman's great if you want to amalgamate the boroughs. But that just leads to more layoffs in North York and Scarborough. You know, and they'll end up... Of course, with that, they'll end up putting Stephen Harper in the PM seat. Then you've got Manitoba all over again.
Canadian small talk moment!
He's right. Well, my first guest tonight has starred in 4 #1 movies in a row. That's hard to do. Each opening at over $40 million, all going on to earn over $100 million, none of which he has given to me. Please welcome Canada's own Mike Myers. emotional moment.
Good to be home. Good to be home.
Oh, friend, how are you? I bow to you.
I bow to you.
Please have a seat, Mike. Good to have you here.
Have a seat.
Now, of course, that was very emotional when you came out, I thought.
Yeah, take off my shirt.
You know, speaking of which, I don't know if they could see. Yeah.
You first.
When you came running out, your pants started to fall down. Did you notice that in the back?
I happen to have lost a little weight.
Oh,
so.
nice. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
You look great. Now, is that a Maple Leaf? Is that a Maple Leafs pin right there?
Yeah, I have to make a shout out to woo. I have to make a shout out to woo. I have to make a shout out to Dan in Norland, Ontario, who works at an Esso station. Dan in Norland. You guys all know him, right?
Wow.
He's a Leaf fan, and he gave me this pin and said, "Hey, Mike, next time you're on a TV show, tell him I gave you the pin." So, Dan, I kept my promise.
Wow.
Dan,
that's nice.
For you.
You know, my point is, if this show can make just one person happy, that's really not enough people. It's really, it's a really bad idea for a show.
I think this show just makes one people happy.
Exactly, yeah.
Sad truth, really.
Now, it's an interesting thing, you know, seeing a Canadian come back to his home turf like that. It's really
it's called
powerful.
being in God's country, Conan. Get used to it.
Is this how all the
airs are just a little more pure up here, isn't it?
It is very pure up here, yeah.
Just a little better, isn't it, Yankee boy? Oh, feels so
Yankee
good.
boy.
It feels so good. Feels so good not to be the foreigner for once.
Yeah, very nice. Now, do all you know, Canadian celebrities?
Having said that, thank you very much for coming up to Toronto. It's very lovely.
Oh, it's very good to go. We actually, in fairness, we've had this desk for years, and we had to come up here to get some use out of it.
I understand. It's all income tax. That's I understand.
I just like leaves. Now, how do Canadian fans, like, you know, how do they treat? Do all Canadian celebrities get this kind of star treatment? Do you think?
I don't know. It's awfully overwhelming, awfully nice. People are insanely lovely to me here, and I feel very much at home and very much. Like I'll ride on the subway and you know, people come up to me and go, "Hey, how about that Cujo trade?" and, you know what I mean? It's Mike Myers. I can't believe it's always like, "Yep, seeing your mom, Mike?" Yeah.
It's very nice.
Have
like
a good
nice
Christmas.
Yeah.
So but then there are sometimes people who really kind of, it's getting a little scary.
How does it get scary? What do you mean it gets scary?
Well, I remember, this is kind of a personal story. You ready for it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was coming home from the Leaf game.
Yeah.
And I'd had a back bacon on a bun, eh? And
I'm loving this story already.
And it
What are you talking about?
I know.
Yeah.
And it kind of didn't agree with me.
Oh.
And so driving home, and you know when, and I had to go to the bathroom, but not the unserious kind, but the serious kind. And I thought, you know when it's like it's going to be serious and it's urgent, you kind of make a deal with your body and you go, you know what, just get me to the hotel. Just get me to the hotel. That didn't happen this time. And yeah. No, I had to go to a restaurant real quick, and there was a guy in the bathroom in the restaurant who was like, "There's Mike Myers!" And I was like, "Yeah, hi." So I started the wait out. I went into the stall and hoped that he would leave.
Right. Little privacy you wanted, that's all.
He didn't leave. And he started to talk to me, and things were happening. And he was like, "Mike, I'm such a great fan, eh?" And I'm like, "That's great." And then other things were happening. And he said, "What are you working on?" I thought, you know, you really want to have this inside the bathroom studio conversation with me? And I said, "Oh, you know, Shrek 2 and stuff." And then more stuff happened, and he said something to me, and I swear to God, he said, "What else do you have coming out, Mike?" I went, yeah. And I thought to myself, I want to die.
What a heartwarming tale.
Yeah. But it's you know, it's great. I mean, the Toronto people are great. You won't get better people, and they just love you, and I love them, and I love coming up and seeing the Leafs, and thank you. I love you.
You know, we're going to take that opportunity. We're going to take a little break right now, have a commercial. We'll be right back. More with Mr. Mike Myers, so stick around.
In our house, everyone works together to keep things running smoothly, but no one works as hard as CLR's self-cleaning bathroom and kitchen cleaner deodorizer. I use it to tidy up the bathroom before everyone is off for the day. It instantly removes soap scum and hard water stains. And later, I use it on the tub and shower to get rid of a week's worth of mess. When the kids come home from school, they fix a snack, and no one knows the sticky mess they made. Tonight, Dad's making his famous family spaghetti sauce, but no problem. Its powerful spray action tackles even the hardest stains and spills. It used to take 3 or 4 different products to clean the 2 messiest rooms in our house, but no more. Now just one CLR bathroom and kitchen cleaner deodorizer does it all. Is it any wonder? It's from CLR.
At participating Canadian Tire, Home Hardware, Safeway, Rona Revi Home and Garden, Co-op stores, Pro Hardware Ace, True Value Hardware VNS, Home Hardware Building Centers.
We're back. I'm sitting here with Mr. Mike Myers.
Sorry.
There's always someone who times it really badly when everyone else is quiet. Just goes, woo, ooh.
Bad for me.
I want to ask you something. We have a great lineup this week. Friday, from Will and Grace, Eric McCormick's going to be here. And someone told me just a couple of hours ago that you went to school with him.
I went to school. I was out in Scarborough. I was between drinking a 12 out in the hydro field. I got myself a Scarborough suitcase. Going to the Tim Hortons.
I need a little translator in a box over here.
Buddy of mine, we just played Risk and he honked on Europe. Then we went over to the Canadian Tire. We got some donuts and went to the hydro field and drank a Scarborough suitcase.
Completely, I'm trying to decipher it.
Yes, what I said was I studied Latin as a child.
Nice, nice.
You know, I went to Stephen Leacock and I went to McDonald. Yeah. And at McDonald, in my homeroom was Eric McCormick. Mm-hmm. And I'd actually been to public school with him. Mm-hmm. I'd been to. I get to say bean and not be made fun of.
You said bean. Oh, I'm outnumbered. Sorry. Just realized I'm in a room with a couple...
Outside of the border.
Yeah. Look at the Canadian. Good. No, not good.
Don't. Because they're big hockey players. You, American. Punch. Eric McLeod. Eric McCormick, not Eric McLeod. That's somebody
Gavin
different.
McLeod's son.
That's Gavin McLeod's son, no. Eric McCormick and I, and Elton John's self-described wife, David Furnish.
What?
We're all in, so I was at an Oscar party. David Furnish, Elton John's husband, was in the same class, and I was at an Oscar party, and Elton John, I go, oh, geez, there's Elton John. He goes, I've been looking for you. And I go, what? He goes, I've got someone you want to meet. And he comes over and he grabs me, and I'm going, Elton John just grabbed me, Robin. What's going on here? What's going on? He grabs me, and then there's David Furnish, and he's like, hey, Mike, how's it going? He got the thickest Scarborough accent in the world. And I'm sitting there going, this is hilarious. It looks like Elton John's boyfriend is David Furnish. But goes, yeah, how's Davy McKenzie, your best friend? And Eric McCormick's at the party. Can you believe it? I bet the whole time up in Scarborough you didn't know I was gay, eh?
I said, he wasn't voted most likely. Yeah.
I said, I didn't. I bet, sure as shit stinks, I bet you didn't think I'd be married to Elton. And I said, no, didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
You're in the movies, he's on TV, I'm married to Elton. And that's my David Furnish story.
Now, I want to ask you about, and Little Curtain.
And Curtain. Tear.
I want to ask you about, you know, I've seen the city. I've seen the city of Toronto, but a lot of people have been saying to me, we're spending a lot of time working on this show. I don't have a lot of time to travel around.
Yes.
They've told me you got to go north of Toronto.
Yes.
There's some great areas north of Toronto. Is that true?
One day, yes, there is. Beautiful. One day The Sioux? The Sioux! Sudbury Big Nickel Country! I love north of Toronto. One day I will own a cottage. Right now I just couch surf all my different friends that actually got it together to get a cottage. And I'd been up to, I mentioned McKeck's, right? Up in Halliburton. Yeah. Walt McKechnie, the great hockey player, has a place called McKeck's up in Halliburton.
We're going to, you know, when this is shown in the States, we're going to edit in all American references.
Yes, thank you.
And it's going to be a voice that doesn't match yours at all.
So I go up there, and the entire town of Halliburton, Ontario, decides to adopt me. I just was going on there a couple of day trips, and I had a friend who has a cottage nearby. And they were the nicest. I just felt like I was the honorary mayor of Halliburton, and they're just, and that's the Canadian thing that you just love, is that they just come and they just accept you and bathe you and raise you as one of their own.
Yes.
And I went into this one place called the Cozy Corner in Halliburton, and I had back bacon on a bun, if the stereotype couldn't be complete. And then they said, Mike, would you take a picture? And I said, sure. And then they said, would you take a picture with this hat on? I said, I got a hat on. And they said, no, this hat, this elf hat that has ears. And so I said, okay, sure. So I put that out, and I didn't care. I said, just make sure it doesn't end up in the paper. And, well, it ended up in the paper. Do you have it?
Yeah, it's right here, actually. Yeah. This is, this is the front page of the paper, actually. It's really...
What I like about...
That's very nice.
It's great. What I like about it, it's in that spot that's like, you know, Saddam caught, you know? Dewey defeats Truman,
right,
you know? Right. It's in that spot, you know, and you were saying before, there's a little mention here about Al-Qaeda, but mostly...
Mostly, this is the big story right up here. The important thing is you with the hat
I went to the Cozy Corner twice in a row.
You know, one of the things I admire so much about this country, and there are many things, but the money here is beautiful. In the States, we have just the green money. Here you've got different colors, beautiful different symbols, and you told me that the currency can do so much more.
The currency is very, very versatile. Do you have some?
We have a giant, you asked us to get this.
Spock 5 is, right? Yeah. I want to.
No one knows what this is, actually, and so it's.
I want to teach our American friends something you can do. Like, say you go to a bar and you say, "I'll meet you at 8 o'clock," and the guy shines you, and you're just sitting there waiting. Is you can take a 5, and you can turn it into. Take Sir Wilfrid Laurier and turn him into Spock.
It is very nice.
He was our Prime Minister during the conscription crisis. This is a Canadian Minute brought to you by Mike Myers.
Yeah.
So Wilfrid Laurier.
Yeah. You got a lot of time on your hands. And look, they're playing hockey on the back. That's so nice.
See? There's the puck. He's going to pass it over to that person. This guy's going to turn around.
Wow, look at that! It's incredible.
This is my version of Howie Meeker's hockey school. That's a reference to people who were born before 1963.
Well, I tell you, we're changing all the references for the States.
Thank you.
And the voice will not match.
Because you don't want this to be uniquely Canadian. You want this to be...
No. You know, just on a serious note, I know that this meant a lot to everybody here in this town and in Canada that you came by and made time for us on this show. It's a very, very cool thing that you did this. You've done so well. I know everybody here is very proud of you.
I love coming to Toronto every chance I can get.
All right. Well, next time we come, I hope you come back.
I definitely will. You have a date. Yes.
That was inappropriate. Yeah.
What about you?
That guy just realized that you were here.
There's a guy.
I was like, that's Mike Myers.
There's a guy lit up.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's lit up. Isn't that nice?
Yes.
Oh wow.
And now he's on fire.
Oh yeah.
Stay right there, sir.
Stay there. Don't get hurt.
It's the fireman.
Nice.
Excellent. Very good.
And now he's being beaten by security. Hey, Mike, thank you very much.
Thank you so
God
much.
love you. Mike Myers and Ron James coming up. Take a break. Be right
back. Roses are red, violets are blue. Splenda is sweet, and so are you.
Almost anywhere you use sugar, you can use Splenda, the low-calorie sweetener created from sugar, so it tastes like sugar.
When you're looking for the home you want to buy, you're the expert. No one knows better than you the features you want, the style you want, what location will best suit your needs. But how can you be sure the mortgage you choose will be as right for you as the home you want to buy? Talk to another expert. Call ING Direct, and we'll connect you to an ING Direct mortgage associate, someone who can answer all your questions, because knowledge is the key to getting a great mortgage. For instance, did you know that last year, ING Direct customers received rates better than 1% below the average of the posted rates at the major banks? That difference saved them tens of thousands of dollars. Want to know what a difference of 1% could mean to you? Ask your ING Direct mortgage associate. Say you apply for a $150,000 mortgage. Your mortgage associate will quickly show you how that 1% difference on your mortgage rate means you could spend over $15,000 more on a home or save more than $85 every month. If you want to save money and be mortgage-free sooner, your ING Direct mortgage associate will tell you, don't just look for a great interest rate, look for flexible repayment terms. At ING Direct, our repayment options are more flexible than any of the big 5 banks. You can increase your payment anytime by up to 25% with no penalty, something most banks won't let you do. Taking advantage of our prepayment options could knock years off the life of your mortgage and save you tens of thousands of dollars in interest. Want to make sure the mortgage you choose is as right for you as the home you're going to buy? Knowledge is the key. Call ING Direct right now. Talk to a mortgage associate who will make sure you get exactly the mortgage you want. Pay less for your home. Own it sooner. Call ING Direct.
And save your money.
Buy it on DVD. A soldier who defied command.
You ride against us, and you were the same as they are.
Joins a band of warriors that will save the heart of a nation. The Last Samurai. Buy it on DVD.
When are you gonna get out of here?
In a while. I gotta get back.
I love you, Mama!
I love you too, baby!
Spend less time cleaning tough dirt. Vim Cream cleans the tough stuff easily.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got to mention very briefly, fine show tonight. We got a fine show coming up tomorrow night, and this is, I think, the best lineup. You had to come to Toronto to do it, but the best lineup we've ever had in our 10 years on the air. Tomorrow night, Michael J. Fox is going to be here. We also have, I've been after this guy for a long time, world champion moose caller Ken Capling going to be here. Finally is right. And then musical guest. Capling's always giving me the slip, but not this time. And then musical guest Nickelback. That's a good show. I swear by that show. You know, before we go any further, I do want to introduce someone very special who's joining us in the audience tonight. He had a little trouble getting his passport. He finally made it to Toronto. Please welcome our old friend, the Masturbating Bear. He promised me he wouldn't this time. We'll take a break when we come back. Ron James is here. Stick around. We'll see you in a second.
Blockbuster has two great ways to bring home The Last Samurai. Rent The Last Samurai and keep it for 2 full nights. It's guaranteed to be there, or it's free. Or buy it on DVD. So rent it or buy it and make it a Blockbuster night.
Murphy, party of 4.
Welcome to Arby's. How many in your party?
Oven mid. What are you doing?
Well, now that we serve salads every bit as good as you'd get at a nice sit-down restaurant, I thought we should start acting like one.
Introducing Arby's new Market Fresh Salads with tender seasoned chicken and lots of surprising ingredients. Try the Martha's Vineyard, the Asian Sesame, and the Santa Fe.
Oh, I'm sorry. We require a jacket and tie.
No, we don't.
Try Arby's new Market Fresh Salads.
Love to get back your hair's fullness and strength? New from Pantene, introducing Full and Thick. Created for millions of women with thin hair, the amplifying Pantene Pro V system penetrates deep into every strand. Hair looks thicker and stronger in 10 days, guaranteed. Now you're looking full and thick again. New Pantene Full and Thick. That's the beauty of healthy looking hair.
Is your hair color too matte? Flat? Get real. With Nice and Easy, get built-in highlights in just one step. Color that looks like it could be your own, just way more magical. Get real with Nice and Easy from Color Wonderful Clairol.
Dry Rinse Polymer Soap. Filter technology from the makers of Pure. The new Mr. Clean Auto Dry Car Wash. A spot-free shine with no need to dry. Guaranteed.
Because dogs age so much faster than we do, even just 4 weeks can make a world of difference to them. Feed your dog Imes and begin to see signs of a healthier pet in 4 weeks, like a soft, shinier coat, strong, firm muscles, healthy vitality, and healthy digestion. Just 4 weeks. It can make the difference of a lifetime. So forget dog years. Live in Imes years.
Nowhere near as dull as they look. Simple Pleasures cookie.
Guest is one of Canada's funniest comedians who did a television special from this very stage. Please welcome Ron James.
Well, thanks for dropping by, Conan. Boy, oh boy, huh? Canadians are impressed if Americans can just find us on a map. Let alone shooting your show during February's dark and ignorant dirge. Geez, you're a brave man, buddy. This is the time of year our nerves are cabin fever chewed to the Jeesley nub. When the slightest cause for celebration is, look, it's 10 after 6 and it's not even dark yet. Sure, I've seen packs of wolves pick off rush hour stragglers at the urban core. You miss the carpool, pal, you're just another link in the food chain. Yeah, that's our life for 7 months of the year, really. Stumbling face first into a hypothermic cattle-killing blizzard, layered in enough high-tech heat-trapping thermal wear to support an Amazonian ecosystem, while sporting a pair of snot popsicles. And that's your fancy city living. I played lonesome sentinels at the far points of frontier, up by the shores of Lake Windagoosh-the-Gwin, near the Cooja-Booja-Whack, where the Ketchama-Witchity-Whackama-Tack runs thick with pickerel and spring. 500 people in the town, 2 last names. Sure, you stay in Canadian show business long enough, there's plenty of perks. They're having me back for the big Smelt Festival in May. Oh boy, I'm telling you, driving 2-lane roads up there that in the blink of an eye can become a snow-crusted goat path a Taliban refugee with a winning lottery ticket wouldn't cross. Where azure blue skies curtain a tablet of forever white, and all around the wind is howling like a whore at the clinic. Yeah, it's not just jokes, there's poetry here too, huh? I'm living the dream, Daddy-O. Staying in skunky highway motels, shagging shacks Norman Bates wouldn't run. With complimentary coffee. Right, if that coffee's a compliment, my wake-up call must be a kick in the nuts. And the food. Oh, they handed me a... Yes, sirree. God bless you. I'm glad you're out of the home for the afternoon. And the food. Dear God, they handed me a calcified bun, hard as the hobs of hell, stale. This thing came off the table at the Last Supper. And in the middle was a slice of ham so thin the pig never even felt it coming off his arse. Bed sheets are no better. Held mine up to the light, saw the face of Jesus in them. But no matter where you roam, one thing's for sure in Canada, huh? Hockey's religion here. Sure. We're the only country in the world whose national heroes have 3 teeth in their head, a face full of stitches, and make their living with a stick. And that's the women's team. Not a big military power, though, are we? No. No, my American friends ask, how come you didn't come to war with us in Iraq? You need weapons for that, don't you? Our fleet of helicopters are 40-year-old broken Cold War relics used for chasing commie submarines. Just as well they didn't work. The war was in the desert. We're just not a nation of warriors, I guess, are we, huh? Look at our history. Our West wasn't won with 6 guns blazing. You can't pull a Colt 45 from your holster at high noon during a minus 57 Winnipeg wind chill. Draw. I would, but I got no feeling in my fingers. Guns are everywhere, though. Just last week, a fella told me he'd get me my own little semi-automatic pistol. I could keep it in a box by my bed for home protection with a fluorescent combination only I would know. Oh, only I'd know the combination. Family sleeping in safety's arms now. I couldn't remember the combination of my high school locker after Christmas vacation. How am I going to remember that at 4 in the morning with a head full of sleep? Oh, there's a guy at the foot of the bed with a bat and a balaclava. Quick, honey, what's the combination? Of course, the guns have been part of American history since day one. Fought the British during the Revolutionary War and won. Of course, America had an advantage. The Brits were wearing red. Boy, there's a color that blends in well with the forest now. Over here, kill me, over here. Thanks a lot, you've been great.
You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You've been great. You'
Blockbuster has 2 great ways to bring home The Last Samurai. Rent The Last Samurai and keep it for 2 full nights. It's guaranteed to be there, or it's free. Or buy it on DVD. So rent it or buy it and make it a Blockbuster night.
There's never been an easy way to get rid of those tough marks around your home. Until now. With the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, you just add water, and it removes those marks and scuffs so easily, you'll be surprised. So surprised, you'll look for reasons to use it. Use the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser again and again. It even removes crayon. Try it risk-free. If you're not completely satisfied, call for your money back.
Clean your tough dirt with Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Mr. Clean.
You won't believe what you'll find at HomeSense. Right now, there's a fabulous collection of home fashions for all your outdoor entertaining and decorating needs, all at prices 20 to 60% less. Hurry in for the best selection of the season and incredible savings at HomeSense.
What? H2O, the elixir of life. For many species, it is a place for social hijinks and hullabaloo. The beaver, the duck-billed platypus, polar bear, and of course, humans.
You should get us all wet in the water.
Did she just say...
No, you should get us all wet in the water.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Wild On, weeknights on Star.
Present. Thank you. All right, that is our show. I want to thank Mike Myers, Ron James, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Stay tuned. This week we have Michael J. Fox, Nickelback, Bare Naked Ladies, Adam Sandler, Eric McCormick, Jim Carrey. Stay tuned. Thank you, Toronto. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.